An early experiment with R.F.I.D implants was conducted by British professor of cybernetics Kevin Warwick, who implanted a chip in his arm in 1998. So the chip always been here, man. It says in 2004, Comrade Chase offered implanted chips in his nightclubs in Barcelona and Rotterdam to identify their VIP customers, who in turn used it to pay for drinks. Right, so that's one of the so-called perks that they say the chip is good for. You can use it to pay for drinks. You ain't got to bring no cash, no card, nothing. It says the Food and Drug Administration in the United States has approved the use of R.F.I.D chips in humans, going back to Nate and General Yohana. Some business in their so-called uh, camps. It says some business establishments to give customers the option of using an R.F.I.D based tab to pay for service, such as the Baja Beach nightclub in Barcelona. This is this has provoked concerns into privacy of individuals, as they can potentially be tracked wherever they go by an identifier unique to them. Right, and the RFID chip is made to track people and enslave people as part of the New World Order agenda, man. It says some are concerned this could lead to abuse by an authoritarian government, to removal of freedoms, and that's going to happen, and to the emergence of an ultimate panopticon, a society where all citizens behave in socially accepted manner because others might be watching. It says privacy advocates have protested against implantable RFID chips, warning of potential abuse. There is much controversy regarding human applications of this technology, and many conspiracy theories abound in relation to human applications, especially one of which is referred to as the mark of the beast in some religious circles. Right, so people know about the chip and how it's the mark of the beast because it's coming out. It's coming out, man, through the brothers all over the world, basically. This is the last point. It says, start right here. It says since 2004, a number of U.S. hospitals have begun implanting patients with RFID tags and using RFID systems, usually for workflow and inventory management. The use of R.F.I.D to prevent mix-ups between sperm and ova in IVF clinics is also being considered. It says in October 2004, the FDA approved USA's first RFID chip that can be implemented in humans. It says the 134 gigahertz RFID chip from VeriChip Corp can incorporate personal medical information and could save lives and limit injuries from errors and medical treatments, according to the company. Right, and that's the guys that they going under. It can save lives, prevent errors. Also, that if your kid get lost, you can find your child. It's more convenient. That's what they going. That's the agenda. They going in on being more convenient. It says anti-RFID activist Catherine Alberchurch and Liz McNitrey discovered an FDA warning letter that spelled out health risks, according to the FDA. These include adverse tissue reactions, migrations of the implant transponder, failure of the implanted transponder, electrical hazards, and magnetic resonance imaging (MRI) incapability. But uh, the real health hazard is you being put to death by taking the chip. Now this is go back up Top. This is Obama's healthcare reform, HR 4872. Because a lot of people want to know exactly what is information at in the bill, and there's been a lot of information out there that's given, but it's a lot of it's disinformation. So I just put it up real quick. It's on page 1014. Subtitle C, well, start at 13. Subtitle C, National Medical Device Registry. It says National Medical Device Registry, Nation's Medical Device Registration. It says the Secretary shall establish a Nation Medical Device Registry, and this subsection referred to as the registry, to facilitate an analysis of post-market safety and outcomes data on each device that is or has been used in or on a patient. Right, so after they got put the device on the market, they do what's called analysis, man. They keep up with it. They see how it acts how it acts in humans, see what effects the chip might have, and also see if devices are malfunctioning and stuff. It says a class 3 device, or a class 2 device that is implantable, and that's the R.F.I.D chip, man. Life supporting, or life sustaining. Right, and they also go under the guise of this chip being able to monitor your health, and also at certain times it can inject medicine into you, man. But that's all according to Esau, man. This really is the mark of the beast, used to control and enslave. Some more information on how people are already taking the mark of the beast. Besides the club in Barcelona, Spain, you got troops being chipped.
Who carry tracking devices are assigned to, what the equipment looks like, or where it's placed on the body. Just about every U.S. military vehicle in Iraq has GPS or another type of electronic tracking device so their commanders can monitor them. It's called Blue Force tracking. Some law enforcement units back home have experimented with chips that give physical data about officers.
Right, so law enforcement has already experienced with chips,
but don't have tracking signals.
Right,
U.S. military officials say soldiers and
chip was made to track people and enslave people.
Marines in most
it's a GPS, like what's in your car, man.
Combat units in Iraq, like the Missing Soldiers Division, are not outfitted with tracking devices.
Not yet, but pretty soon it's going to be mandatory that everybody take it, or you can't, work, or, so on and so forth.
Reason? The danger involved if a soldier carrying one gets captured.
That provides certain options for the adversary. If he knows that this is a tracker, and somebody's going to come back and get this tracker because they think it's associated with a human being, they have the ability to set up an ambush for whatever unit's going to come back and try and find this unit.
One option, placing a tracking microchip under a service member's skin. Former U.S. Special Operations officers tell us they believe that's being developed. Current military officials won't comment on that, Wolf. Yeah, what about the cost?
Yeah, because they already got the chip. But this is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, destruction to you people, man. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And that's what you see right here in this clip, man. Satan, the white man, the elites, Esau, the Rothschilds, is pushing the agenda of the chip. They're already putting it in troops. They're already putting it in some dude from, I guess, the military service, or he was going into military service, came down to one of the brothers' camps in GMS LA, and he testified of it, and he also testified that he had a chip, man. But yeah.